Welcome back to my channel. I made a little posty post on Instagram and I wanted to speak it out loud to you. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, you're welcome to join me over there, but I wanted to say this and I wanted to make a video so that other women on YouTube could find this. This is a word for the woman who refuses to settle in dating. We live in a world where if we experience loneliness, if we experience this longing on our heart, it's like, just fill it up, just fix it. Our world is obsessed with quick fixes, quick fix that, instant gratification that. If it feels good, it is good, go and do that. And there are so many women who write to me, who talk to me in person when I'm at events with you, who say, I have standards in dating and my bar is high in dating. It's what I've set. I have realistic standards, right? I'm talking about realistic standards, which we've covered before, not 6 feet tall, plays the guitar, has blonde hair. Realistic standards, right? You want a man who loves his faith or is following his faith, actively practicing his faith, or a man who is committed to saving sex for marriage with you, whether that's something that he did or didn't do in the past. All different kinds of realistic standards that we've been over many a time. It's so easy to say, you know what, I have the bar here, and I look around and I'm like, no man is ever gonna meet that bar, right? I'm never gonna find a man who loves his faith. I'm never gonna find a man who wants to pursue chastity with me. I'm never gonna find this, I'm never gonna find that, because men who are pursuing those things are very hard to come by. That's a fact. That's not a dig on men, that's a fact. And some of you might also experience in life, you have your bar set right here, and people are like, what is wrong with you? If you just compromise, if you just, forgot the whole faith thing, just like date whoever, just if he comes along, just date him. And there's so many people who encourage you to lower that bar, to say it's too high, your standards are too much, you're too picky, when you really assess those standards to say, is this too picky? Is this being unrealistic? And you've found, and you've, really searched in your heart to say, no, I know that there are men like this who exist. I've seen my friends, my sisters, whoever, marry men like this, and this is the bar I want to keep. And I so applaud those of you out there who, in the face of people who make fun of you and laugh at you and question you, say, hey, this is where the bar is, okay? You can make fun of me and laugh at me and question me all you want, but this is where it's gonna stay, because this is what I know that I deeply desire and deserve in my life if I'm going to date at all. Because the reality is, in this world of instant gratification and quick fixes, keeping the bar set right where it is a hard thing to do. And that's a fact. This isn't some like, oh, it's so hard, it's like this pity party and I'm a victim. No, it's okay to factually say, as a woman in the dating world, it's really hard to keep my standards high, because it so lessens the pool of men that I can date, and that's a really hard thing. And you might be like, easy for you to say, like, you're married. Well, I'm not one of those women who got married when I was 21. I got married when I was 26. And I so felt that challenge of keeping my standards, of saying, this is what I truly know that I desire in a relationship and in the man that I'm going to date and deserve to be treated like in a relationship. This is what I know that I desire and deserve if I'm going to be dating. And that's not to say I know what will come in your life, right? I don't know if what's in store for your life is a boyfriend, is a relationship, is even a husband or a marriage. But I have watched and talked to many women, thousands of women all over the world. And I have found in my own experience and from learning from women and talking to women over and over again, that it is better, always better, to be single than to settle. Because 100% of the women I know and talk to who are in relationships where they know they're settling, they're not being treated right, they are settling for something less, they're compromising on their beliefs, on their values, 100% of those women who are settling in relationships are unhappy. 100% of the ones I talk to. That is an absolute fact. There is no woman who's like, oh, I'm so glad I'm settling. Right? Like, my relationship is a nightmare because I've compromised so much of my values and I'm so happy about that. I've never met a woman like that. But so many of the women who I know who are keeping that bar right there, who've been single maybe for years, maybe for their whole entire lives, women I know and love who are in their 30s and 40s and even 50s, who keep that bar right there to say, I would much rather be single and live a fulfilled and joyful life as a single woman right now than lower that bar and settle in a dating relationship and find unhappiness there and find a lack of fulfillment there. And that's hard. And I don't have the answers, right? I wish that there were hundreds of thousands of virtuous, good men all over the world. Again, I know that there are, that they exist. I know many of them, I wish I could set some of you up with them. I don't know how that would work, but I've always dreamed of being a matchmaker. But what I do know is this: you're brave for maintaining standards in a culture that doesn't have any. You're brave, and I commend you for being a woman who says, no, this is what I know that I desire and deserve if I'm going to be dating. This is where the bar is gonna be. This is where I'm gonna keep it. And people can laugh and people can question, and it might be hard, and I might feel lonely, and I might feel left out, and I might feel left behind, but I'm gonna keep it here no matter what. It's a very brave thing to do, and I absolutely 1000% commend you for that. And I know you might be like, this doesn't encourage me at all, because really there's nothing and there's never going to be anyone. And believe me, I was in that place. And I'm not going to say God has someone for everyone, because honestly, that's not true, and that maybe that's another video for another day. I'm not going to tell you that, but what I am going to tell you is that you can live a fulfilled and beautiful life right now. So I wanted you to hear that from me. I want you to share this with a friend. If you want to share this with a friend, I want women to hear this, because it would be weird for someone to look at you and say, hey, great job keeping your bar right here. Great job not settling. That would be weird for someone to say. So I'm going to say it to you. Hey, great job keeping your bar right here, because it's a really, really hard thing to do. Don't compromise. Don't compromise your values. Don't compromise your beliefs. Don't compromise on what you know you desire and deserve. And again, I don't know what is to come in your life, but I want you to know that I am cheering you on and keeping that bar right where it is, and come what may, living a beautiful, fulfilled, joyful life as the woman God created you to be right here, right now, no matter what. So I want you to come back to this video every time you need that encouragement, when people are like, oh, come on, just compromise your values and then you'll find someone finally. I want you to come back to this and be encouraged, no matter what comes in your life, to know that the values, the standards that you set in your life, it is worth it to maintain those. I love hearing from you guys, so comment below if you needed to hear this. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. Got more coming to you. That's all for today. I'll talk to you soon.